Hello, my marvellous sausages. Now, nicking ships in Starfield is one of my favourite things to do. It's great when you knock out the engines, you dock, and then fight them off like a space pirate, and then nick their ship. I've got about 8 so far, but the size of some of them is absolutely ridiculous. Like this one called the Varun Eulogy 2. I forgot to name the ship, but a different name when I registered it, but never mind. Look at it, it's huge. Now, if you're not into building ships, this is the best way to get ships in the game, and it's really good fun to do as well. So let me show you how to do it. Now, of course, ships can randomly jump into your position, but here we are in Alpha Centauri, and what you're looking for to find out if there's ships are these little icons here. Look, then you know there's a ship in the vicinity of that planet. So we can just pick this one here, look, for example, and we can set a course and go there and see if it's something that's going to yield some fruit. Look at the ridiculousness of this huge block of flats I've got. And before you go ship hunting, make sure you've got this unlocked on your tech tree. Targeting control systems, rank 1 there, unlocks ship targeting functionality, otherwise you're not going to be able to blow their engines out in order to capture them. And something else you really should consider having as well is in the piloting tech tree here, unlock the ability to pilot Class B ships and Class C ships, so you can steal them, and sometimes if you haven't unlocked the B rating or the C rating here, you can't actually pilot them home, which is a huge pain. Right, so you've located your ship, so now what you need to do is target their engines. So to do this, you need to highlight your quarry and press A, or whatever it is on the PC, and you'll see the targeting lock bar, which will grow. Once that hits 100%, then you can use X or whatever your PC equivalent is to zoom in and target the individual systems. So on the Xbox, you use the left stick to select the various systems you want to target. Now in this case, you need to knock the engines out, and you'll see bars of the system turning red as the system is destroyed. And then once they're disabled, you hear a member of your crew shout something along the lines of, "Hooray, they're dead in space," or "their engines are gone." But the red lines will show you the engine has been knocked out, which means that they are ripe for boarding. So now you need to get within 500 meters of the ship, and then you'll see the option to dock with it. Sometimes you won't be able to dock with them, and the reason for this is that there's another ship who you're fighting that needs to be destroyed before the docking option becomes available, because usually these ships spawn in 2s or 3s. So in this case, I had the main ship that was a level 32, and it was escorted by 2 lower level ships. Now I wanted to board the level 32 ship to nick that one, so I had to destroy the other ships before I could disable the engines, and then I was actually allowed to dock. Now here's a little tip for when you're actually engaging ships, because you might be quite low level and find space battling quite hard, particularly if you're in the first ship, the Frontier. So when the battle starts, usually they're coming straight at you head on and they'll be blasting you with whatever they have. Now this can really damage you, so I tend to avoid a head-on rush. I open up the throttle and go off at an angle from them. For example, I use this asteroid field here to sort of weave through them. Plus, of course, it made me feel like Han Solo in the asteroid field in The Empire Strikes Back. Then this broke their line of sight, so I was able to maneuver behind them. Now, if you find it hard getting them straight ahead, pull back on your speed. So if you find it hard keeping them in the window, you seem to be always chasing them, slow down, and that'll increase your turning circle so you can turn sharper. Then once you do get them in your sight, then you can power back up again, and then go in for an attack run and pummel them. Remember, you don't just have to use your targeting systems to knock out the engines, but you do need that to dock. But you could knock out their weapons first if you find that they're pummeling you. So knocking out their lasers or their missiles might give you a bit of a breather when you're on the final kick-ins run to disable their engines. Oh yes, and if you do find yourself with a missile lock on, all you need to do is do a quick boost on the engines, and that'll break that particular missile lock. Very, very handy little thing, that. Right, so let me show you how this thing actually plays out. There we go. We got one there, like a Crimson Fleet Spectre. So let's I'm gonna increase my, let's stick my lasers in there a bit more. Let's take a little bit. There we are. Okay, only level 14, so we should manage this one all right. Let's boost and get close and see what they're gonna do. Let's shoot them a bit now. Shoot them. There we are. We're locking on, which is lovely. We can do a target lock then. Now what I've done, look, is he's turning away from me, which is nice. I'm going to select the engine subsystems like that. Let him back off. There we go. Engines are selected, and fire away. And what we want to try and do here is knock the engines out as much as we can. So let's keep on firing at those babies. Yes, keep on firing. Ooh, did I nearly kill it? You've got to be careful. Sometimes you can blow its ass off. Let's have a look. Engines, please. Right. Come on, fire. Engines, yes. There we go. Divert. Oh, there we are. That's one engine down. Let's get back. Ooh, hang on. I've gone too far. Look, see, there's 3 red blocks there. Let's keep on kicking in. Engines down. Lovely. Perfect. And look, within 500 yards so we can dock. I mean, meters. So we're docking with this baby now. So we're going to go on and take it over. Lovely, jubbly. So let's just wait for ourselves to dock. These are Crimson Pirates. So you got a chance to undock, get up, or board. We're going to board. Lovely. And I'm going to start doing a mission on stream about these Crimson Pirates and infiltrating them. But anyway, listen to it. So kill the crew or leave the ship. Guess what I'm going to do. Okay, here we go. Now, if you do have the power where you can, this power here, this is what I was talking about earlier, send star stuff. If you've got that, you can activate it, look. And it'll show you how many crew are around. So we've got 2 down there, we've got 2 or 3 over there, and that's about it. So it's not too bad. Let's see how we do. Open the door and get shooting. Right, that's 1 down. Whoa, idiot alerts. What was that? Turret, maybe? I don't know, let's go. Yes, caught that. Eat this, pirates of many shapes. Right, okay, that's them. I think there seems to be still 1 alive here. Let's have a look. Yeah, hello. Oh, dear. Nice weapon, this. I've gone for lasers. I like lasers because it's space, isn't it? Let's nick all their stuff. Great. Now, let's see if we can just nick... Oh, he's got a trauma pack. Let's see if we can nick the ship without killing people down below. No, you must secure the ship before taking it over. There you can't. So you do have to secure the ship and kill all the gits. Let's have a check, see where they all are. Right, they're downstairs. So there we go. We've killed all the pirated gits, and now we're going to nick the ship back. Or we're not going to nick it back. We're just going to nick it. So let's get up there and do a bit of ship nicking, because the cockpit's just this way. There we go. Off we get. Around we go. And where are we? Where was the cockpit? It's up. Is it up there? There it is. There's the cockpit. Look, that's my mission. So there we go. We can just jump into this baby now. Sit in the pilot seat. And the ship is now ours. Thoroughly nicked. Totally marvellous. So what we're going to do is we're going to land it in a different system. There we go. We can undock. Nice. I love nicking ships. It's my favourite thing. Now you can actually register your ship from here as well. Look, so you can make your home ship. Yes, which is the Crimson Fleet Spectre. Thanks very much. And then you can register it here as well for 4... Whoa! Look, ooh, 14,000... Well, that is a lot of cash. But it looks like quite an expensive ship. And it's got a B reactor on 5 of that. And a 29 light-year jump. That's great, let's confirm that. That is very nice. We'll also repair that then. Repair that, baby, because you can do that from here as well. Okay, she's repaired. Lovely. And there we go. We now have a new Crimson Fleet ship. There we go. Once we've registered it, look, everybody's come on board as well. And then we can have a little look around too, which is nice. There's my old... Oh, look at my old ship's going home, look. Lovely. Isn't that great? I'm all excited. I might need to upgrade my reactor on it. But there we go. That's how you nick ships in space. But of course, you're not just confined to nicking ships from space, you can nick them from planets as well. And it is generally a lot easier to nick them from planets, but you just got to hope that one lands nearby you. You've got to wait till you hear the engines breaking the atmosphere and they land. And then if you get your scanner out, you'll see it says landing site. It's like a little flag icon, which is a landing site of the ship. Sometimes you might just see it land next to you, which is very, very easy, like I did with this one here. Now, all you've got to do, basically, is... I've heard that if you kill all the crew who are on the ground, then the ship will just take off in panic. But I found that you just got to kill... So just kill one to be safe, and then you need to make your way into the landing bay and break your way into the ship. Sometimes the door is locked, so you might need to pick the lock, or it'll be open and you can go in. I was very lucky the door on this particular Crimson Fleet Spectre was open, so I just went in, killed any crew that were around the place, and nicked the ship for myself, and took it off into space. Nice and easy. So you don't need targeting subsystems or anything like that when you're planet bound. You just need to be able to break into the ship and take it over as if you'd boarded it in space. It's a really nice way to get ships, actually, waiting for them to land and around you in a planet. It's really, really cool. So there we go. There's your 2 methods of stealing ships. Very, very useful. Let me know the biggest ship you've managed to steal. I'd love to know, because at the moment the biggest I've had is my huge block of flats, but I'm looking to get something even bigger. And if you are liking my Starfield videos, a like and subscribe would be incredibly helpful. And don't forget to leave a comment too if you so wish. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage? It.